I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. No disguise needed, a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause, marching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call, that'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live, and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the king. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to keep that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to keep that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray had his Arizona Cardinals cruising in 2021, leading them to 11 wins, despite sharing a division with both of the NFC title game participants. It was also Arizona's first playoff appearance since 2015. Like his team, Murray's improved each of the last 3 seasons and would have set career highs across the board had he not missed a couple of starts.
First play and a first pass from Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. On now the former Vol, Michael Palardy. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Carr. Touchdown! Darren Waller. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a give to Conner. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. He's got room at the 30, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chandler Jones, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to it. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Renfro. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And the reception made by Green. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And I believe they close down. They're going to take another look at this. Carr now on first down. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Cardinals sent off for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
It's complete to Hopkins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ball start.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this is caught. It's Brown. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Murray. Open man, that's Renfro. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Another big play here as they strike for 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Carr, a quick throw, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on? And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They start the drive with Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 36-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Abdullah to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like